today's game plan. We'll pop these off because they do rub. They're rubbing back here, which I knew they would. They always do on GTs. And it looks like the price is smearing up in here too. But I want to pull them off. Just make sure I'm not rubbing the inner wheel wells any. And the ground effect, I care less if it rubs in. It eventually clearance itself enough. I just don't want to turn the tire up on the inside. Just rubs. It won't tear anything up. Hopefully. That's what we're all hoping here anyway. Oh God. There you go. So as long as it ain't rubbing the inner wheel well, like I said, I can deal with those rubbing. I just don't want it rubbing in here and each sidewall slap out this thing. Which it looks like it, I don't know if these are actually on there or not ready to be marks, but I know the guy I'm off of, they were rubbing on his a little bit too. What are you doing, dog? So, but that kind of looks like it might have been, can't tell if it's fresh or not. Well, boy. We got a light, look up in here. Take a gander, see if it is fresh or not. We found a light. By the way, doggy. All right, let's take a little gander here. Just kind of curious to see if it was, and it does look like right here. Looks like this area right here was taking a rub. So that would explain that mark. I think that might have been just me tapping it in on that one. But this is definitely a rub mark because you can see it's smeared that away. And then obviously, like I said, inside the ground effects, it's got it there, it's got it here a little bit. That happens. The good news is, my buddy did hook me up with adjustable upper and lowers, strange adjustable shocks, and a set of drag springs. So we'll be putting those in it. Taking it back over and see if it gets any better. And I'm gonna clean that tune up some, or try to. That's about the only spot I see rubbing, right there though. So I might have to give her a couple of little more smackings. Not a big deal there. Not bad. Take the other side off, see if it is, but this is the only side I really heard rubbing at the track. But doesn't hurt to take a peek at it anyway. Oh, you were right under my feet, ain't you, fella? Yep. So, I'm gonna check torque boxes and junk too. But, so far, so good. Other than me beating that quarter pound clean to death when I was rolling that lip. Oh well. Beautiful. I was like, it's made like that. There we go. We got to move in probably a good 1/4 inch. So, hopefully that'll be enough. And maybe I should beat that ridge down, maybe. But it was right in here, so might be all right. We'll try that. I don't really want to like beat it to pieces, so we'll try that. Now this side appears it was rubbing, kind of looks like, I mean, obviously here and here, but like right here in that same spot, just a smidgen on this one. But that is it. Well, I'm lying. Right here. It was rubbing in front of this one right here a little bit too. All right, so I'm gonna pow. That'd be fun. All right. Once we get this done, we'll take it out. We'll do a log one. I want to do like a cruising log and a wide open log on it, and like I said, just take a gander, see what that looks like, and I'm gonna check the rear suspension. It's junk pile real quick too. All right, let me give it a old pow pow. Let's put the wheels back on this thing real quick. So we're just gonna take a gander at it now. Just make sure nothing looks dumb in here, and tore up. And so far it doesn't. I mean, it's hard to tell if like the bushings are stretched or anything, but like I said, this thing's got like fairly new control arms and everything else on it. I will say that upper raw hill. Huh. Neither one of them uppers right here are touching. Looks like they're not tightened all the way down. But I'll be. But torque boxes still look fine. I mean, we weren't launching it hard enough to really hurt anything. So, yeah, all that looks fine still. Still looks fine over here. Oh, tiny bit of rust there. I don't really see anything that's tore up as far as torque boxes go. I can check the drive shaft bolts. They seem to want to back out for some reason on Mustangs. No, I don't like that. So, yeah. Without touching any bolts, everything looks fine as far as visual. So that is a huge plus. Cover leaks, like usual. No big deal. So, yeah. I'm gonna go with it was a success on Friday night. So first pass ran 1150 at 121. I'll say 122. It was 121.95 or something dumb. I'm gonna take that as a win. I would love to got up in that 1099 zone, but dude, we got some learning. I need some seat time in this car still, and a bunch of little bugs that we can work out of this thing. So we will get there. My plan is 1090s on 93 octane. Once I hit that goal, I'm gonna flop it over to E85. Then we're gonna go for low 10s, hopefully, in it. And then we'll rock out for a while until either the motor grenades or I build another motor for it and I take it from out. It's on the tip. So, let's get it down, get the laptop up on this thing, and I guess get the login. Yeah, do that. All right, Gary, take this thing for a little pimp run here. I'm waiting it to get up to temperature and all though. So I can do a log. You shut off on me. So, I don't know if I'm reading this thing right or not, because I don't know. Looks like it says wide open throttle is 10 degrees. So if that's the case, then last night it ran, or Friday night I guess, if it did go through the traps on 10 degrees around 1150, then I'm not going to mess with it, but I think there's some more time in Found out she had some belt slippage going on. Maxed out 10 pounds, but was really averaging only 7 pounds. So I got Zetoni tightening it up. Need extra by the one that has the tensioner that bolts down there. Right now she feels like a banjo string. So hopefully we're gonna be okay. All right, so what I found was, if you see right there, is that I'm making like 6 pounds. It was wide open at 6,200 RPM. The max it made was 10.1 at like 5,000 or 5,100 RPM. And then that's when I found the belt was just now loose. So I'm gonna do another pull real quick and see if it helps anything. Let me get this thing logged in here real quick. Log. Alright, it's logged good. Like it did track. Well, at least I got it unlogged now. Thank God. Alright, so that's unlogged. I'm gonna put belt tight. Belt tight. We'll save that. Saved. There we go. As you can see in that video right there, we did another log. It's running good. Good thing is, tighten the belt up. 14 pounds of boost came back. So we're good to go there. And it had 14.8 timing at wide open. So, one problem fixed. I did log it. Let's go ahead and take a look at it again. But it seems like everything's fine on it. Just checking now, make sure everything looks good. I got the dumb dog with me. But so far, still got its typical oil leak. If it's not leaking oil, then it's forward. It means it ain't got none of it. So, seems to be good to go. So next video, I'll be doing all the rear suspension in it. We'll take it back to the track. Hopefully it stays on 14 pounds of boost. And see what we can do. Like I say, on the 93, I really want to touch 1090s with it before I go swapping it over to E85, because then I got to change pump and feed line. But I just want to see how fast I can get it on the 93 first. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. And it's staying together. It's on a very conservative tune, so it will live. I'm gonna try to get it into 1090s, like I said, with that right there. I think it's possible, really do, considering it ran, when I checked it was 6.9, but I'd say 7 pounds of boost is what it was on Friday. So that's a big half the boost. That'll make a little bit of difference right there, and still trap 122 then. So I think it can be done, fellas and fellas. It definitely can be done. I know it can be. This is my favorite part here is tinkering them. This is where I will shine at. Is like doing suspension and figuring out where to take off with the clutch, shifting. I love that. Terminator X, obviously tuning new. I'm just learning how to read the graph on it on the log. But everybody got to start somewhere with something, right? Old dog. New tricks. Happens. All right. So, I'm gonna end this video here. Next one, like I said, will be on that rear. And then eventually I'm gonna take some gear out of it. I'm gonna take the 410s out and put 373s in it. But that'll be after we do the suspension, run it again, do a gear swap, run it again, that kind of junk. Deuces.